Are we truly on the cusp of a gigantic breakout for Bitcoin? Everybody's now finally talking about a six-figure price move. We've got some interesting news that you need to hear. No one else is talking about it. You're going to get your alpha right here on the 2Bit Crypto channel. So make sure you're subscribed, you're dialed in, because this bull run is about to get crazy. With that being said, smash that like button. Let's get into it. So let's quickly talk about the Fear and Greed Index. We've been covering this on the live stream for quite some time and ultimately giving a view of the sentiment of the market. And the reality is, well, people are becoming greedy. We are moving up in the Fear and Greed Index to where we would expect us to be moving in a really positive manner for price, and where people start to become greedy. You start to see people posting pictures of Lambos. You start seeing people's wallets where they have huge amounts of money in it. Again, don't be fooled. This is absolutely normal for the market, and in my opinion shows us that we are absolutely at the parabolic move that we all been predicting. Now, Fear and Greed Index generally, if it's above 53, is seen as a positive sentiment, an element of greed. People are trying to buy as much as they can. Other people think of it as a FOMO moment where people are aping into big green candles. Sub 47 implies the market is a little bit fearful. Now, the sensible thing is to buy when it's fearful and sell when people are greedy, and absolutely should be taking your profits as we go up. But that's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss whether the market is absolutely ready to gigantically move. And there's a couple of things that you have to look at from a macro standpoint that gives us that indication. Namely, one, Robinhood is now launching in-app futures trading for S&P 500's oil and guess what? Bitcoin. That's right. These are absolute sentiments of the market where you've got big corporations, big liquidity providers starting to offer more Bitcoin or cryptocurrency related products. We've seen it with MoonPay and the XRP partnership that we got. Well, guess what? Robinhood absolutely not missing out. They were late 2021 for Shiba Inu. They are dialed in for a big move when it comes to Bitcoin. Furthermore, there is also this. Russia. We've been talking about Russia for ages. We thought they were coming in September. They haven't quite got there yet, but Russia is progressing with regulation for the cryptocurrency mining industry. Now, if you've been around in crypto for a while like I have, you know that Russia generally come in bull markets and leave in bear markets. Same as China, they come in when the market is hot, and they come in mining, they come in selling reserves and all the rest of it. And this is a big deal. Now, there was loads of projects that launched back in 2021 that were all about mining in places like Kazakhstan, Russia, and many more. Well, the reality is they're coming. All right. Russia is absolutely going to be in the market. And this is another catalyst that I think will see the price rise up. And more importantly, China's coming as well. When is the question on everyone's mind? But like with BlackRock and buying the Bitcoin that we talked about that was coming, they can't leave it much longer. And that will be another stimulus into the market. Speaking of BlackRock, by the way, 4,500 Bitcoin purchased today, $290 million. That's now well over 6,000 Bitcoin bought in 2 days. Is absolutely crazy. Expect some more tomorrow. I actually believe we could even be looking at a $70,000 retest to the back end of this week, given the stimulus coming into the market. And not to forget the miners. We talk about the miners in terms of holding up the network. These are the unsung heroes, but at the same time, they'll dump on you without even thinking about it. Well, interesting enough, Bitcoin miners now gaining record hash rates as JP Morgan gives a nod to the sector ahead of the US US election. So we've seen hash rate, we've seen massive corporations turning the miners on, getting the arms race, if you will, or the gold rush for Bitcoin. Well, look at this. Top US listed Bitcoin miners have increased their ownership of global network hash rate, pushing their share to new highs. Roughly 14 publicly listed Bitcoin miners in the US control a record 28.9% of the network. This is kind of crazy. It comes as top US crypto mining stocks rallied for the first time in the 2 weeks of October. These companies being valued lower than usual compared to the potential rewards in Bitcoin, making it more attractive investments. This is where you get into the JP Morgan bit. They are buying shares in Bitcoin mining companies. Now, what this does do is afford cash flow. What does cash flow mean? It means that they can buy more miners. More miners equal more hash rate, and ultimately align to the next potential president of the US, who is incredibly bullish right now on Bitcoin. This all is playing out exactly as we thought. So let's take a look at the price action. Well, we were talking about this a while back. This break above this downward channel, well, it looks like we have been on there. If you look at it in a smaller time frame, very interesting. We came down. We've now tested this range 4 times and actually used it as support on 2 separate occasions. This is the plant that we expect. This is the move off the top. Now, the market needs to stick with us. We absolutely need to see Bitcoin hold the price of where it is. And I truly believe when the market's open tomorrow, BlackRock's going to buy, Grayscale will buy, and I absolutely think we're heading on to the races. Above 68,000 is a key measure into the back end of the week where we absolutely, in my opinion, retest 70,000. It's a big move. And actually, if you think about where we are, current position around 67,000, to get up to that 70K mark, it is going to require a little bit of movement. Absolutely. We're going to be looking at anything from about 3 to 3.5% to get up to that point, 3.48% to be exact. Now, that could literally happen in one day. If you think about it, Russia, China, BlackRock, JP Morgan, and everyone else coming to get involved in Bitcoin, is difficult to believe that we aren't going to break 70K very soon. And even then, head on up 92,100K before the end of the year. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of all of that. I am super bullish right now. October is officially here. Everyone's getting into Bitcoin. Wait until retail jumps in. Well, 150K by mid-year next year. Absolutely quite possible. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to check some of the links out in the description if you wanted to trade futures on MEXC. $8,000 worth of new user bonuses signs up. And don't forget, we're offering 10% rebate if you use that link down in the description. As ever, guys, thank you so much. Hit that like and subscribe button. See you soon. Bye-bye.